Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we got some celebrity news and gossip to talk about. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is lodged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is for free. Free to follow me. Free to follow this channel. Free to subscribe to this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to subscribe to my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. And to get this video out in the algorithm. So you guys, there's a couple of topics that I want to talk to you guys about. So one is Wendy Williams, you guys. Wendy Williams, there is a new documentary that has come out on Wendy Williams. And in light of the documentary, she has officially signed paperwork today to try to end her conservatorship. And she has to be evaluated by a doctor, I believe, next week and everything else, and try to get this conservatorship ending. But the big reveal out of the documentary is that her son allegedly ran up a whole bunch of money, and that's what alerted Wells Fargo to place a conservatorship on Wendy Williams. Allegedly spent, there's rumors that he spent, what, $100K on DoorDash? No. This is my theory. I think he was giving some of the money to the dad. I think he was giving some of the money to the dad. But my thing is, how does your son, Wendy Williams, have that much access to your money? What happened to, and this is the thing that I don't understand with these kids that are their parents are multimillionaires and rich. What happened to an allowance? But what type of an allowance is $100K in DoorDash? That's going to alert any type of authority. Because who's spending $100,000 a year on DoorDash, you guys? Can somebody make it make sense? Can you make it make sense, you guys? Can you make it make sense? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, who's trying to spend that type of money on DoorDash, you guys? Like, I don't get it at all. Even if, let's say, you spent like $100 a day on DoorDash, you guys. $100 a day on DoorDash. Even with that, it's still not equaling $100,000. Still not equaling $100,000, you guys. I just don't get it. I hope that Wendy Williams, she's able to end her conservatorship and all the things, because I just hate, like, what has happened for her. It seems like at least that she is, coherent. She's in good spirits and all the things. So hopefully that goes through, you guys. Also, you guys, Drake is upset. So it's not, so we talked about, obviously, the aftermath of the K-Dot Super Bowl halftime performance with Serena Williams performing. Her husband has since come out and said, this is bigger than what y'all are trying to make it. This is also payback for her not being able to fully crip walk when she won Wimbledon, right? Because it would have she would have gotten fined. So she felt that this also was a moment for her to be on a large platform to have that opportunity as well. So then, you guys, Stephen A. Smith is back. Stephen A. Smith is back because he basically was saying that it is grounds for divorce for, Serena Williams to perform at the Super Bowl. But my thing is, do you have all the facts, Stephen A? Like I said, there's like 4 or 5 songs where Drake is dissing Serena, dissing her husband, and everything else. And then, to take it a step further, he just was at his concert the other night in his feelings, literally in his feelings, repeating multiple times beyond the song, bleep my ex, all the things. So, and then taking time to give testimony about an ex that you've done all this stuff for. Has anybody out there ever had an ex that you did the stuff where you gave money for, cry baby Drake, like, and this is what the critics are saying, Drake. All these other antics, like posting Serena's former agent in a picture with her where you look like you have her in a chokehold. Like all of these other things, Drake, it takes away from the artistry. It takes away from the art. All the people have been asking you to do for the past, year now? Is to just write a good response record, a good response to Not Like Us, and this all goes away. But you're bent on all this tit for tat stuff, you're bent on all this petty stuff, and nobody cares. It just makes you look, miserable. And then the lawsuit as well, we don't care. Because guess what? Even with this lawsuit, Kendrick basically said, F it, this is going to play at the Grammys while I win all these awards and rack them up, and this is going to, I'm going to perform it at the Super Bowl, because it's the biggest song in the world. It broke all these records, it won all these Grammys barely a week ago. Like, what are we doing? You're trying to say that he was faking streams and faking this and that? Well, 80,000 people in the crowd say different. All the people across the world that are posting them at their Super Bowl parties, or them at their houses, or them at the bar, them at the restaurant, and all these things, and everybody is cheering and clapping along for Kendrick Lamar. So all these people saying that there was no crowd, there was no noise, there was all this other foolishness. No. No. You just didn't like it. And that's okay. But let's not lie on the man. It's weird. So basically, Stephen A's come back, you guys, because he said that basically, what Serena did, crip walking out the Super Bowl, is grounds for divorce. That, she should be getting, the man should be divorcing her because it was disrespectful for what she did, basically. And so then somebody threw shade and was like, at Stephen A on Twitter, a 57-year-old unmarried man with a receding hairline who's never been married, mind you, saying he would divorce our greatest living athlete who has been happily married for 8 years to her very rich and loving husband. Keep quiet, forehead. Y'all are out of order. So Stephen A says, please go back and look at exactly what I said. I was talking from a man's perspective. So it's already misogyny off the bat. I was talking overall from a man's perspective, highlighting what most men would think. No, that's not true. I didn't utter a single disrespectful word about Serena. No issues with folks getting upset of literal serious stuff, one's pissed about. This doesn't qualify, peeps. Come on. We were joking around on First Take. Bleep, y'all. It's not that serious. No, it was, Stephen A. Because nobody is thinking that. In fact, all these men, you guys, that were doing reaction videos and they saw Serena, guess what they were doing? They were stopping. They were like, oh, is that Serena? Oh, that's dope. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. Some of them were like, oh, she looked good. And all this and that. And some of them are married men. And they stopped and looked at Serena. Some didn't even know it was Serena at first. So then they had to rewind back and rewatch her cameo appearance, you guys. But nonetheless, not any of those men were like, oh, if I was with Serena, I would divorce her. No! And in fact, her husband is cheering her on. Because her husband is sick of Drake's BS too. See, that's the thing, Stephen A. You're missing the other piece of this. The one component that I said, yes, it's bigger than the Super Bowl with her crip walking. It's about her not being able to fully crip walk when she won at Wimbledon, or it was going to come out, all types of crazy articles about her and she would have got fined. That's the one piece. Obviously, we all know she is an ex of Drake, but what you do not know, Stephen A., is Drake will not shut up about her and will not shut up about her husband and will not shut up about Rihanna, won't shut up about A$AP Rocky. It's like they've turned into his muses for the rest of his music and the rest of him being in his feelings and going on these little rants and stuff at his concert. And it's like, just stick to the music. Who cares? They've moved on. You should too. It's 2025. But saying you're going to divorce somebody, I'm just not buying it. I'm not. And even speaking of Drake, when Rihanna was dating Matt Kemp, who was a Major League Baseball player, she had a collab with Drake on her Loud album called What's My Name? Oh, Nana, what's my name? And they played each other's love interest in the video, and she did a whole interview about it on whether or not this was weird, working with your ex. And Rihanna said no. She's like, she sees this as a job. We made a good song together and this and that. Now we got to do this music video. And it was what it was. Now they ended up getting back together later on, but that's neither here nor there. They're not together now. But again, I'm saying that to say that in this industry, you guys, people understand business and they understand, whether if they're going to work with an ex or if they're going to be a part of something that's going to be shade to their ex. But you're putting 20 on 10, Stephen A., about, I would divorce Serena. No, you wouldn't. Because if you had her husband's money and you were married to Serena Williams, you would understand. Because you would feel away and you'd be pissed at Drake too. Just like Nick Cannon was pissed at Eminem for when he was throwing shots at his then wife Mariah Carey. And then he jumped himself into the ring and tried to make a diss record. Like there's levels to this, Stephen A., and you're missing the bigger picture. You're missing the piece where Drake started this, where Drake was throwing all these shots on his song. So it's okay for him to throw all these daggers and all these shots in his songs to Serena, to her husband, and she's supposed to be on the mute challenge. She's just supposed to be the good wife and just stay in the background and just not do anything, Stephen A. That is what you're saying. Just like you said that before when Ayesha Curry spoke out about the NBA and tried to say that the refs were doing some nonsense, and you said she needed to sit there and be quiet like LeBron's wife, Savannah James. See, you don't like Black women in particular who are going to stand for themselves, are going to do their own thing, are not gonna, play by the rules, if you will, like what Samuel L. Jackson, like Uncle Sam was trying to say with the Super Bowl performance. You wanted Serena to have nothing to do with the performance, but the thing of it is, Kendrick had 2 of Drake's exes on there, and I don't see any smoke for SZA. Her and Drake dated when she was younger. Where's the smoke for that, Stephen A.? And it didn't seem like a joke. All the headline articles was like, I would have to divorce Serena if that was my wife. What? No, you wouldn't. You would not be divorcing Serena. You would be just like how her husband is, tweeting up a storm of how proud he is of his wife. And that is bigger than the Super Bowl. It is bigger than some dumb rap beef. But again, if you're not following all of that, you're not going to know that. And if you are aware of that and still making reckless comments like this, then there's no hope, right? Then it's just flat out misogyny. Like that's what it is. That is what it is, because y'all never say anything when 50 Cent is posted up with these other rappers, exes and baby mamas and this and that, and releasing alleged revenge pee on Rick Ross's baby mama and this and that. I didn't hear none of y'all men coming out saying that it was wrong, just like I never heard any of y'all men coming out and, ever, saying in 2025 that y'all went too hard on Chrisette Michele for performing for Trump, but some of y'all were on the mute challenge when it was Nelly and it was Snoop Dogg. Y'all don't be having the same unity. in the black community, and y'all want to pick and choose, but y'all continue to protect each other and leave these black women out to dry. And it is unnecessary, especially as it pertains to all of this foolishness going on that Drake has instigated himself. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.